Very nice. Thank you so much. Now, are you the daughter? Are you with her?
My niece.
Would you like a daughter?
She's gonna cry, so.
All right. There's no crying here, so just keep sitting down. How's that?
Okay.
Okay. So, now unfortunately you lost your husband.
Yes.
And she too. See, this all didn't happen during the mic check either with all the wah. That spirit. So, as when I acknowledged you, I looked right at you, said you lost your husband, he made me feel like, I can't believe this is happening. So whether that's you, or him saying, holy shit, what did I get myself into?
I think that's me.
You? I had a gentleman the other night say, he unfortunately lost his wife and he turned to his kids and he was crying and he said, and this is exactly why I didn't want to come here today. So know that this is your husband's way. He's stepping forward, acknowledging. I'm really so proud that he was the first one. Because what he told me was he restricted my throat area, which means that he had a hard time expressing emotion here in the physical world. Is that correct, ma'am? So for your husband to be able to say what he's about to say to you right now is because his soul has learned it on the other side. When Spirit shows me something that they're about to give you that they wish they could have told you here, means that the soul learned a lesson on the other side. And for a soul to learn a lesson, they have to review the life through our eyes.
Okay.
So your husband said, I wish I told you more, how much I appreciated you, but more importantly, how much I loved you. Do you understand that? Mm-hmm. And was your husband ill prior to his departure?
Yes.
Because he showed me that you cared for him. Now, this is all your interpretation. You cared for him in a way that a wife should not have to.
Yeah.
And he says, and I never thanked her. He says, I never told her how much that meant to me. Because of that, she allowed me to leave the physical world with dignity and grace.
Yeah.
He also says, and I know when she, he goes, I don't understand, Theresa. He goes, I thought when you get to heaven, they don't yell at you anymore. He goes, she yells at me every day.
Every day.
You're speaking about
Not every day.
like, what'd you do to me? Why'd you leave me? You know, stubborn old fool.
Said that.
So what I love is what your husband has also demonstrated, that, and for each and every one of us in the theater today, that what we say to our loved ones, they do hear us. Nothing is left unsaid.
Right.
So please know that he knows what you went through. He says, do you know how strong she was? She never complained. He said she would be strong, everything's fine, would leave the room, and would have a meltdown. He says, I'm sorry that you went through this alone. He also shows me that the way that you laid him to rest with honors. So you might have had to have heard that for a way. See, what Spirit has told me is that what we do with their physical body is really for us.
Sure.
So he told me that he wanted you to know that he felt honored the way that you laid him to rest. So whether if you look back and you say, oh, maybe I should have done this, maybe buried him here, maybe I should have done this, don't.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Yeah, you know what, if you Google your name, that comes up on that, you know.
Fair enough.
I'm kidding. So, but this is the thing that amazes me about Spirit. How in the world would anybody know that you might have had second thoughts or second choices of what you want to maybe have waited to us?
Right.
Correct?
Correct.
Because Spirit gives us what we need. They want to give us the ability to heal in a positive way without any burdens and guilt. Anything negative, any negative emotion, should have, could have, would have.
Right.
So he says, to validate that I interpreted everything correctly, tell her that the way she laid me to rest, I feel it was with honors. And he wants to thank you for the life that you shared, And he says, no regrets. He says, I just wish I told you and showed you a little bit more how much I truly did love you. And he says, and for that, I am sorry. Okay?
Okay.
And he also says, I'm not cold anymore.
Good, because he was always cold.
And that also acknowledges that any disability and or ailment that we have, we leave with the physical body. We do not take with us on the other side. So did you always put a lot of blankets on him? Because he keeps kicking them off.
Not a lot, but
You would put
I would
blankets,
put blankets on.
more than one blanket.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He also talks about his socks. Did he have weird, or it's, when a man shows me socks, it also acknowledges the cold, but he already told me that. Then it means that they either had bad feet, or they had an issue with their feet.
Well, he had diabetes, so
Oh,
I had an issue with his feet, but
doesn't have an issue anymore with his
good.
feet.
I'm glad.
Okay, again, acknowledging, because you always used to make sure, and he never used to follow what he was supposed to do either.
That's every man.
Listen, my man is a very good listener if he knows what's good for him. Right, Larry? Very good listener. He's learned
There you go.
just easier that way. So no, again, any disability left with the physical body. You know who has someone's thumbprint or fingerprint? Who's that? Who's the male that's deported? Okay. So know that your son, I actually want to start with you, but I feel that you're ready. Not that you're ready now, but